Hey, what's up everyone? Happy Friday! Welcome to another episode of the SEO video show. Today we have Paul Baterina, and we'll be talking about enterprise e-commerce SEO. Some great stuff today. I know it's pretty late today. Everyone's just winding down. So good evening, good morning from wherever you guys are from. I see a bunch of you out there already, so don't be shy. Say hi in the live chat and let me know where you're watching from. I see Maddox, my man. What's up, everyone? And if you guys still want a copy of the SEO in 2025 book, I have a few copies left, so be sure to email me at dre@seo.video, dre@seo.video. And if you are in the United States, I will mail you a physical copy of the SEO in 2025 book. Just shoot me an email at dre@seo.video. Logan says, hi guys, and we have John Atienza. What's up? All right. Did you just, do you work from home, Paul?
Mondays and Fridays.
It's Mondays and Fridays? Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
Yep.
All right. And you are what, San Diego? Or?
No, man, Long Beach.
Oh, Long Beach. Oh, yeah, but you're SoCal.
SoCal, yep.
All right. Marcus, my man, hello. Yeah, so once the alert goes out, people just start trickling in. So by the time we hit our hour, we got a few folks already ready here to go. So if you guys are just tuning in, we have Paul Baterina here, the SEO manager of Revolve.com. And we'll be talking about enterprise SEO, enterprise e-commerce SEO. How to do some e-commerce for a huge online shopping website. A lot of great things. We're going to learn about his story. See what's going on his end. You know those bars in your back? Because I was looking at your studio. What are those that wood paneling? What's that called? Where do you get that?
Yeah, you can go to like woodup.com.
Wood.
And you can go to like Home Depot. They're like pretty cheap, like $50 if you want.
What is it called? Is it just called like side panels or like?
Yeah, like just wooden panel.
Wooden panels,
yeah.
And they have okay. I was like, I always want that as a good, cool decoration.
It's pretty cool, man. You could like add some LED strips if you want.
Oh yeah, I saw some. You have some in the back of it, right? And it kind of shines through. Nice. Nisha.
Yeah, we built this shed we built it a year ago. They have like those pre-made sheds that are like 20-30 grand.
Yeah.
I just went to Home Depot. Tough shed. They installed the shed for me for like $5 grand.
And
I just did it with my in-law, and we just built it ourselves. We had the wall, the floors.
How many square feet is it?
Literally, it's just 8 by 10. Pretty small, but it's all that you need.
Nice.
You lived in the Bay your whole life?
Oh yeah, East Bay. Born in Oakland, lived out there for quite some time, and then just moved out to the Napa Valley area here in NorCal. Yep. So it's still outskirts of the Bay. Well, it's still in the Bay. I'm right there. I'm in the Vallejo, Fairfield, Besure, still around there. I'm North Bay. Kenneth, Ecom, SEO, let's go.
I think you're like the secret person to like find my hidden family up north, man.
Yeah. Man, I wouldn't be surprised if we're related. We got the same birthday. We got the same name.
That's crazy.
All right, guys. We got about a little less than 6 minutes to go. If you guys got, be sure to get your questions ready. If you have anything on e-commerce SEO, and if you want a copy of the SEO in 2025 book, I have a few copies left, so shoot me an email, dre@seo.video. It's free. I'll mail you a copy on me if you want a copy if you are in the U.S. Kobe says, what's up, Paul and Andre? What's up, Kobe? Ernesto, yo. If you're just tuning in, we have a Fletcher. Happy Friday. Hello, my man. If you're just tuning in, we have Paul Baterina, and we'll be talking about e-commerce SEO. Some great stuff today. I met Paul on the Asian shirts. It's through our Slack group, right? It was that's where we first met, right? It was the Asians in Search.
So I just got in. Yeah, that was pretty much it.
Yeah, that's where we first got acquainted with each other. And
I saw you last year at Brighton SEO, and I told my girl, like, that guy's cool. I want to see what's up to him, but you already went on the Uber ride, so I missed you, man.
Oh wait, no, but wait, I saw you this year, right? It was a hot minute. It was a hot minute. This year was just a quick minute.
But you really caught my attention when I saw on my YouTube channel, or not my YouTube channel, but I saw on YouTube that you were interviewing Corey Tugberg, so that caught my attention. I was like, oh, that's pretty fucking cool, man.
Love it. JP, my man. Hey. Are you? Did you subscribe to Corey's course, or just
yeah,
watch?
Man, I still got to go through it.
It's pretty. I heard it's pretty intense.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty intense.
If you guys are just tuning in, we have Paul Baterina of Revolve.com. And we'll talk about e-commerce SEO. And if you guys want a copy of the SEO in 2025 book, I do have copies left. So shoot me an email at dre@SEO. Man, it's late in the day. I'm trying to get my energy. This is time I'm usually drinking some wine already, winding down.
Yeah, I just had a meeting with my CEO a couple hours ago, so I'm trying to get my energy back. But we got this, man. We got this.
Love it. No. We got it. Your CEO, how'd that go? Was it was it an SEO conversation? Was it more of a
Yeah, we have a monthly conversation, just going over some metrics.
Nice.
Good meeting overall, but with a CEO, you always gotta come prepared, right?
Yep. And for those meetings, I'm curious, what kind of KPIs or that you share, he's really involved in? Is organic kind of a big channel for you guys?
It was a lot bigger back then, but with SERP and everything and all the competitors and whatnot. Just some context, back then we were 40 to 50% of the overall traffic with SEO, but now it's about 10%, so I'm trying to bring that back up.
Oh, nice. There you go.
Yeah. So, but we go through traffic, transactions, conversion rate, bounce rate, keywords, in Search Console. Nothing too crazy.
So is he pretty savvy? So he understands a lot of all the lingo?
Yeah, he's got a software engineering background, so he's very analytical. He's probably the only person, well, I don't want to say only person, but one of the few people I talk about SEO at Revolve.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love it. JB says, I'm a little mad Skype is going away? I did not know that. Oh, man. All my Filipinos I talk to in the Philippines are on Skype. my virtual assistants. I need to get them on Slack or something. I didn't know it's going away. I wonder, is Microsoft just dropping them?
Yep, they just said it today.
Oh, crap. I mean, they have Teams, I guess. That's why. I mean,
yeah.
All right, so we got less than about 30 seconds to go. So I need to. So Paul, I'm gonna go ahead and put you in the back, and I'll introduce you in about 8 minutes after the hour. After I go over a few videos.
Cool.
All right. Cool. All right, guys. If you're just tuning in, we got Paul Baterina of Revolve.com, the SEO manager, and we're talking about e-commerce SEO today.
Yeah. Hey, time to get it started. No delay. Let's work. Wanna see you be an SEO expert. Paul Andre De Vera, steady dropping knowledge. Over 15 years in the game, so he knows all about it. Master the art of SEO. You will be amazed. Time to get your brand off page to on page. Dropping knowledge, legendary for sure. Whether you're just getting started or self-employed entrepreneur. Yeah, let's go. Subscribe to the SEO video show.
Hey, welcome to another episode of the SEO video show where SEO is alive and fun. My name is Paul Andre De Vera, aka Dre, and I curate SEO videos released within the past week into about 1-minute clips. My favorite part of the show is when I get to introduce my guest, and today we have Paul Baterina of Revolve.com. Before we get started, let's say what's up to everyone in chat. I see JP, Fletcher, Nesto, Kobe, Kenneth, Nisha, Marcus, John, and I see a few more down there. Logan, Maddox, and Ball. What's up, everyone? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Now let's get on with the show.
Hey Dre, why do SEOs love the farmer's market? Lots of organic content.
All right. Here's a little quick update on the Google diversity updates by Aleyda Solis. Let's check this one out.
New Google local update that she called the diversity update, and how you can fix if it has ruined your rankings. She pretty much showcases how in the last 3 months she has identified this new Google local update has negatively impacted websites that are prominently displayed and dominating the Google local pack rankings, because Google will now demote your organic rankings for the same page. She also goes through how to fix this, and she mentioned how she used to advise linking your Google business profile to the page that ranks strongest organically for your main keywords, and that is no longer true because of this update. If you do local SEO, this is a must-read article that you should definitely start taking into account, validating your current results, and see if this is already impacting your local rankings visibility.
We've discussed this in detail on last week's GBP Roast show, so be sure to check that out every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But for that particular talk and with JP and Keith, check out last week's episode. Okay, how to rank your Amazon listings by Dan Kurtz. Let's check this one out.
Amazon sellers can build backlinks to your listing that will ensure that you stay at the top of the search result for that keyword. Meaning there are SEOs like me who can go ahead and build something like 25 referring domains. That is enough for me to push your Amazon listing down and overtake you.
What not to do? What are some huge mistakes people are making?
Don't buy links on Fiverr.
All right, the 25 referring domains can be applied to any page, really. It's been a magic number that's been tested by a few groups that are out there. Dad was a past guest on the show, so be sure to check out his episode. How to Fix Index Bloat by Tom Capper. Let's check this one out.
Identify URLs which have near as damn it no traffic. So a rule of thumb I've often used in the past is, are they getting on average less than 1 click a month or something like this? You can draw a very low bar, and on sites that are affected by this in a big way, you're still going to pick up a lot of pages that are getting literally zero traffic in most cases. Remember, by the way, if you're looking at this from an organic lens, do check other channels as well. You don't want to accidentally remove something that actually isn't really important to the social or email team or something like this. Next up, improve any that are opportunities. So that's kind of a big catch-all statement. But if some of these pages that you identify perhaps used to get a lot of traffic but have become out of date or something like that, or you think they do actually have quality content on them, maybe there's a technical SEO issue that's holding them back, find any that are actually worth doing something with. Perhaps they might have a lot of links, for example. You don't want to just blanket wipe out this sort of latent value that you have. Do something with it if you can. And then what's left? You've got this big bunch of pages that get zero traffic, that you don't think are any kind of opportunity. Anywhere you have either existing or potential pages that match the intent or are very similar, that are basically doing the same thing. So for example, if you've got one of these very specific product pages, but you've got a category page that's about basically the same thing and the product is no longer in stock, then you could consider a canonical or a 301.
Speaking of products and categories, this brings me to my favorite part of the show. Please ask questions on the topic and I will address them in the order that they are received. Before we get started, here's a word from our sponsor. Did you know a press release alone isn't enough? Visibility is key. You need a multi-platform strategy to share your story across news, audio, video, and social media. Welcome to Magic PR, where your press release transforms into a powerful media experience, maximizing exposure and engagement. We distribute your release to top outlets like Yahoo Finance, Bloomberg, Business Insider, and more. Plus, your release is SEO optimized, ensuring better search rankings. But we don't stop there. We turn your press release into a podcast, distributing it across 25 platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and SoundCloud. Then, we create a social media content for Facebook, X, and Instagram, and even transform your story into a video press release for YouTube and top media sites. Video drives over 80% of higher engagement, and short-form content is king. We make viral videos for your YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and more. At Magic PR, we don't just publish, we amplify. Get your press release seen, heard, and shared everywhere. Visit magicpr.com today and take your brand to the next level.
Paul's the SEO manager at Revolve. He drives massive organic traffic growth through cutting-edge Longtail strategies, AI innovation, and smart technical SEO. With over 10 years of experience in scaling enterprise-level SEO for e-commerce, he knows exactly how to turn clicks into conversions. Get ready to uncover the secrets behind Revolve's SEO success. Please welcome Paul Baterina.
My man, Paul, what's up? How you doing, brother?
That was pretty dope, man. Doing good, man. Thanks for compiling all those photos.
Of course. Everyone, well, let's give them a applause and welcome. Oh yeah, Paul. This is the first question I ask all my SEO professionals that come on here in 1 minute or less. How does Paul get ranking on page 1 of Google?
It's gonna be a cookie cutter answer. It comes down to 2 things: content and links. If your content's good and you're still not on page 1, then you need links. If your link profile's good, but you're still not on page 1, then you got to work on your content. Or if they're both good, then that could be a technical issue. Maybe Google's not crawling your site properly. And the other thing is if all else fails, then go for long tail keywords. And at the end of the day, it's all about just seeing what's in the SERPs.
Love it. Okay, first knowledge bomb of today. Let me rewind this quick. Hold on. Oops. Take us way back over. Oh, where'd you go? There you go. Take us way back about 10 years ago. When did you first get into SEO?
2011.
Oh, 2011. What made you get first into it?
So, growing up, and, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think in the Filipino culture, we were, advised to get into the medical field or engineering or accounting. Mm-hmm. And rightfully so, because, you make good money, it's stable and whatnot. But I kid you not, I didn't do really well in school. I didn't really care for it. And so when I was in college, I graduated as a communication major. And I just wanted to get a degree from my dad. Rest in peace, his 10 years coming up. But, after I graduated, I didn't know what the fuck I was going to do. And, I kind of got desperate. I was just playing video games all day. League of Legends, if anyone here has ever played that game. And, I would go online and I would type, how do I make money online? And
okay.
Guess what showed up? The Warrior Forum. I don't know if anyone ever used Warrior Forum.
Yeah. I think I still use it. I still buy some stuff on there. I think they're called WSOs or something.
WSOs, yeah.
Yeah.
And I would literally just ask a ton of questions on the Warrior Forum. I would debate with all kinds of people. What's up, JP? And, just looking back, I had over like 25, maybe 3,000 posts, and all I would do is I would just test websites. I would make a bunch of sites through WordPress. Mm-hmm. So, initially my background's affiliate marketing.
Okay. Got it.
Self-taught, asked a ton of questions, even dumb questions. It doesn't matter. Pretty much from there, it led to Revolve in 2013, and I've been here since.
Love it. Okay, so how'd you actually learn it then? I mean, was it from the Warrior Forum, or like how'd you actually learn? What were your resources back then?
Yeah, Warrior Forum, and then like a couple of years later, I would learn from people like Matt Diggity. Mm-hmm. He's one. One of my mentors, his name is Rob Atkinson. He owned this affiliate site called Sleep Advisor. Mm-hmm. At the time it was sold. And then today I would learn from Chris Long. I think he's pretty good with with e-commerce. And while I was at Revolve, or I'm still at Revolve, but in the beginning stages of Revolve, I would learn through Moz. They had a pretty good blog. But anything from like affiliate marketing, just the basic of SEO, using WordPress and stuff. It was Warrior Forum, and then just Matt Diggity, that whole Chiang Mai SEO group.
Got it. Love it. Did you actually go to Chiang Mai?
I did. I went in 2018.
Oh,
nice. Definitely a different culture compared to going to like Brighton SEO and whatnot. But I think that's what's cool about SEO in general is like there's just so many ways on how you can like rank in Google. Like
yeah. Oh, I'm definitely sure there's a lot of things talked about at Chiang Mai that's not talked about at
Yeah,
Brighton.
for sure. And I would say I'm pretty blessed to like, have some of them as my mentors too, and
Yeah.
it's like a buffet. You can take whatever you can from them, and then from this group and whatever it is, then you can take it from there and test it on your own.
Yep. Love it. Okay, let's go into more of your background with coming into Revolve. I mean, how, like what was your, how did you first come across this role? I mean, was it something just found on LinkedIn and you just kind of applied? I mean, because you've been at the company for quite some time now, right?
Quite a long time, yeah. My childhood friend is actually the VP of marketing.
Nice.
So I came in. There was a director of SEO at that time, and they were looking for a link builder.
Mm-hmm.
And so, he interviewed me, and the first year, all I did was disallow links. I never really built links. That's all I did. That was my title, SEO link builder. Yeah.
You guys, you have like 66.6 million links when I last looked or something like that. I mean, where's all that coming from?
I have no idea. I haven't really audited. It's been a long time, but I remember my first year, I would have the monitor up, and as I'm going through these links, sometimes they're porn sites or whatever it might be, and people are saying, what the fuck is that? So the way we did it was we would send them an email saying if they could remove it, and then if not, then we would just disallow. But I didn't really link build. But that was like my title.
So you didn't you actually just removed, like, I went out and started hitting people up to remove their links.
Yep.
Got it. I mean, clean profile is really good, right? So, I mean, what other challenges did you find when you first joined? I mean, was there anything that you saw? Like, or is the SEO director still there now, or are you like?
No, I mean, so a lot has changed. I've been a one-person team for like the last seven years here at Revolve.
Okay.
And so it was a lot. Thankfully, we did hire someone to help me this past year, which we'll get into a little bit later. But the challenges is like, when you're with a big company like this, there's a lot of red tape involved. There's a lot of things that maybe you want to do that you think is best for SEO, but it might not make sense for the brand. It might not make sense for our customers. So it's trying to communicate, trying to educate, trying to learn, from their end, and vice versa. They're trying to learn from you as well as, how can we grow, So, yeah.
Love it. Okay, so let's get into your growth strategy here. So, like, you've seen huge success with Longtail, a Longtail strategy and scaling opportunities. Can you kind of walk us through the process of identifying Longtail keyword opportunities?
Yeah. So, I mean, we do use this enterprise tool. I'm going to give a shout out to them. It's called Verbolia. And so, the reason why we use them, it's because, we do have like our own in-house team. We have engineers and whatnot, but because the site's so big, they are slammed with other projects. And so we use this tool. Basically, it's like their own CMS where you can go in there, you can create all your Longtail pages based on the product feed. So you upload your product feed into their CMS, and based on the attributes that's in your product feed, they're able to come up with like combinations, based on color, style of the product, whatever it might be. And then they're going to come back to you and say, okay, these are the keywords that you can go for. So that's one way on how I create these Longtail pages. But the other way is, and it's simple, everyone knows this, but literally you take all your competitors, right? Your top 5 competitors, and you start identifying, like, are they actually ranking for Longtail keywords? And then is the URL actually matching that Longtail keyword as well? So you take that, you take 5 of these competitors, get all their keywords, remove all the duplicates, compare it to yours, remove all your duplicates, right? You can do a conditional formatting too, and you can see if there's any, whatever it might be. But once you get all those keywords, I literally just take it and I upload it into Verbolia. And then the next day they come back to me, and either I can keep it live or I can delete it. And my threshold is if there's 3 products or more for that category page, I'm going to keep it on. If it's less, then chances are it could be thin content. I'm speculating. I'm not sure, but if it's like 3 products or less, I don't keep the page. So that's pretty much the Longtail strategy. And we launched this earlier of January 2024. I think it's 2025, and so it's been a year now, and so we're about 145,000 visitors a month on this specific Longtail strategy. So
you add it on top,
yeah. And so we're growing at least 40% month over month in clicks. So this specific strategy is about 10 to 12% of the overall total unbranded organic traffic.
Got it. Love it. So I'm curious, can you tell us more about Verbolia? Is that something meant for e-commerce?
It is.
Okay, so it's interesting what you're saying, that you just send them and they'll send you back combinations. Like how's actually the workflow?
Yeah,
how does that work?
I mean, so again, so they're based out in Belgium, and really cool people to work with. And it really is, it just boils down to like, resources and just making sure, can we move things at a fast rate? Especially if I'm doing something like this, where I'm going to create these long tail pages. One is you create these pages, and two is you want to monitor them and see, are they actually sticking? Are they actually getting clicks? Because, not only am I moving fast in publishing, I also got to move fast in terms of, I got to delete them. I want to make sure I risk anything in terms of like cannibalization, things of that nature. I also got to make sure that is the current traffic of Revolve, the existing parent categories, subcategories there, are they, staying in traffic? Are they staying in position as well, right? Because maybe if we're moving up in traffic for the long tail strategy, but if we're losing out in everything else, then it doesn't make sense. So I know I'm going a little off tangent here, but again, Verbolia is just this enterprise tool where I can log in, and it just makes things so easy where I can just upload a bunch of keywords. I could remove some products. I could rearrange the products. I can optimize the title tag, the heading tag, all in one go. It's really easy.
Is that is that the actual CMS that you guys are using, or it's totally?
It's like their own internal, CMS. And so they set up they call it like a reverse proxy. So if you like go to revolve.com/v, V is like their subfolder. And then like anything after that, any long tail keyword, that's pretty much coming from Verbolia. And there's other companies that do this, but that's all it is. It just makes it easier for us to just go in there, and then we can just customize a lot of things from a SEO standpoint. It's like we're pretty much creating our own ecosystem at Revolve. Got it. Ecosystems for SEO.
Nice. So it's another system alongside your e-commerce platform. Okay. Because anything past /v as that's interesting. Yeah. So they generate these long tail
Everything's
pages.
done in-house. The code is all in-house and whatnot. So Verbolia, they did a reverse proxy. They actually copied the layout of the site, and then they created these landing pages for us.
Interesting. Love that. Okay, so how do you determine when a new page is justified versus when it might be content bloat or cannibalization? Like, how we were kind of like that one video earlier.
Yeah. So again, I tend to do a lot of risk here at Revolve just because we have such a strong authority. And I'm going to give a shout out to Eric Wu. Okay. Honestly, we just throw what's out there, just throw a bunch of keywords, even if they're like similar, and then you see which one sticks. And the one that sticks in terms of it's actually progressing in terms of traffic or in position, and the ones that are not, you can just kill them. So again, we're just moving really, really fast.
Damn, yeah, that's fast. That is fast.
It's also things up and down. Yeah. And there's also things that, and I don't want to say common sense, but let's say you have you create a mini dress page. That's a long tail keyword, mini dress. Okay. And say you also create cute mini dresses. But if you look in the SERP, and if you type in cute mini dresses, and if the same results are showing up, then you can definitely just kill cute mini dresses. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
And I think there's a lot of tools out there where you can just upload all your keywords, and it can tell you whether or not you can 301 redirect it, or you can just 404 the page, depending on whatever it might be.
Are you doing that manually, or are you looking at the search intent or seeing what the searches show up, like the cute mini dresses, or do you have tools that kind of identify all that?
Yeah, we do have some tools. There's someone, the other Slack group that we're in called the SEO community. You can literally just upload a bunch of keywords and they'll come back with a report. And I think, based on whatever formula they have, they can tell you these keywords are very similar. You can just, consolidate them or whatever it may be.
Love that. Yeah. All right. Okay. So when it comes to your long tail pages, what was one page that you saw significantly boost some traffic, and how the conversions go, and why it works so well? Because honestly,
so we, and I would say, it goes down to search intent, and also the products that are shown for that specific page, like gold dress, right? What are you going to see on the first page? It better be a bunch of gold dresses, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Love it. What's this? We have is it Micah? Mika. Paul, what's up? He says over there. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask them in the live chat while we're just having our conversation here, and I'll get to them when I get a chance. So when it comes to when you're balancing category pages and product pages versus long tail pages, how are you finding this balance of that you're creating? Because you said you had 44,000 long tail pages. Is that what it is? And then you have your regular page. Yeah.
We got about 200,000 PDPs. right? And I think it just goes back to what I was saying earlier. There's this certain rule where I only want to have like 3 products or more showing up on that category, on that long tail category page.
Okay.
If it's less than that, I'm not going to make it. But I don't really pay too much attention in terms of like the ratio of like if there's going to be more long tail versus parent, as long as it makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
got it. Okay, so when it comes to like you're talking about resources, right? Like when it comes to like managing, like justifying enterprise tools to leadership, I mean, how do you go approach evaluating and justifying like SEO investments at Revolve?
That's the biggest challenge, and still is. I would say like today, like we know from a technical standpoint, it's a crawl budget and all that, best practices. There's a lot of enterprise tools out there, and I've pitched it with my CEO so many times, but it's hard to. And I challenge anyone here, to quantify or to justify that, by having this enterprise tool specifically for crawl budget, does it move the needle? And, with Verbolia, it's something more tangible in the sense of, like, let's say, we look at our competitors or we look at people that are using Verbolia, and we can actually see the pages that they created from Verbolia, and we could link it to, based on those number of pages, the traffic actually went up. Versus if you were to use like some tool that focused on crawl budget, like, you remove these pages, how do we know that actually moved the needle? And that goes back to like, is there a way where we can do some kind of, some kind of split test, like a test versus control group? What I'm saying is like, let's say you have 2 categories, dresses and pants. They're very similar in terms of impressions and clicks and position. And then they're very similar in terms of they have a bunch of categories, unnecessary categories. And the goal here is if we remove a percentage amount of like, category pages from dresses or whatever it might be, do we actually see an increase in traffic, right? So I'm very curious if there's any, enterprise level tools that are willing to do that kind of test. And it's really hard, right? And that's why, like, it was pretty easy with Verbolia just because like it's very tangible.
Yeah, got it. Is there any other tools that you guys are using right now? Like, I'm curious, like, are you just using like the general like Href, SEMrush, or is there like Right Edge?
Href, Search Console, that's about it. And then like, that's all.
Got it. And when it comes to, so that's some great stuff right there. And how about when it comes to like collaborating with other departments like engineering, content, UX? I mean, how are you managing that? Especially with
I think one, just being here for a long time, and other departments, they've also been here for quite some time. We all just know each other. We all have like this really strong relationship with each other. But in the past, like let's say I noticed like a traffic has dropped, and I could correlate that. Like I'll start investigating and I'll look into Jira and I'll see, maybe engineers did something on the back end or the UX team implemented something, and it's not their fault. They want to make sure that hey, their main goal is, how do we make sure that we give the best customer experience, right? And then engineers, they want to make sure, does the site load pretty fast, X, Y, and Z. They're not really thinking too much about like, the URL structure. Does it mess up with the URLs? Do the heading tags get changed? And so, I would see that later on. And that's just me, reaching out to them and like educating them. But it's also me learning from them too. I want to understand like, what is their intent? What are they trying to do? And till this day, like we just have such a strong relationship with all departments. So that's how it works here at Revolve.
Excellent.
All right. So when it comes to technical SEO, right? So you said you do a lot of testing, right? So you just kind of like here if we had Micah says just try approach, and so you do a lot of testing. How do you actually manage your testing? Do you like have testing environments, and what are some examples of some tests that you've done?
So we do have a business intelligence team.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So if I propose something, let's say I'll have 1,000 URLs. So we're gonna have 500 in the test group, 500 in the control group. And my goal is to get them pretty close to traffic, impressions, and whatnot. But for some reason, I'll send it to them and they'll do some kind of like equation, some kind of complex math equation. And then they'll come back and say, this is the control group, this is the test group. I'm like, all right, whatever, go ahead. These guys are smart as fuck. So, go ahead and do it. And this test, I was actually happy. We wanted to see if AMP was going to like help boost our rankings.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And, a lot of people say, well, it's not really going to benefit for SEO. It doesn't really do much. But we still wanted to see, does it really help with Revolve? And thankfully, because of the test, we saw no correlation, and that's good because now we don't have to like spend all of our resources into AMP, you know. So that's one.
So how did you test that out? Did you test out like just certain set of pages or something like that? So you didn't have to do like, just a subset?
Subset. So yeah, you have the test group, and you know they're all AMP pages, right? And we just saw no correlation at all.
Okay. Got it. All right. So I want to go into more of, you actually kind of spoke about this, and we, you know, it was a video that I played earlier on crawl budget. Is this something that, in your experience, really an issue when it comes to large e-commerce sites, or is it overhyped? I mean, you have hundreds of thousands of pages, right? So I mean, I'm curious about how that works, how you look at this.
You know, I mentioned we have about 200,000 products.
Oh, okay.
But we have about 22 million pages that are indexed.
God,
what? Right, so. And you know, there chances are, I mean Google sees that they're indexed, it's crawled and whatnot, but and I get it from an SEO standpoint, best practices, you want to clean it up.
Yeah.
But my question is, crawl budget, is it, if you were to publish a page by tomorrow, if it's not indexed, is that a crawl budget issue? Or is it does get indexed, but it's stuck on page 4 and 5? Is that what crawl budget is? And you know, I'm trying to understand that, you know. Curious to hear your thoughts too, because I'm thinking if my pages are not getting indexed, then we do have a crawl budget issue. And thankfully, and even like I said, we launched 44,000 Longtail pages, and they're getting indexed the next day.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I don't think you have a problem.
I don't think I have a problem. You know, now should we clean it up? I mean, I think we should, but then it goes back to what I was saying earlier. Like, what we care about is growth. We want traffic growth and whatnot. Yes, we should clean it up, but can we really quantify and justify that? Are we going to actually see growth from cleaning up the pages? That's all.
That's a test right there, right? Right? Just go start cleaning it up. I mean, have you been doing that, or just really kind of like going back to them, or just kind of just leave them up there?
We're just I mean, we've carried some brands from like 10 years ago, and if you go to them right now, it's just a blank page. It's live.
Oh. All right, at least you get the traffic there. So I mean, speaking of like brands that are out there, like out of stock pages, I think that's something that like it's big in e-commerce, right? As a common problem when it comes to e-commerce. What are some strategies that you found effectively by keeping these pages useful for SEO and conversions?
So I would say it's got indirect correlation to SEO, if anything. But you know, we do have a lot of out of stock pages. We would just take like all the products at the bottom, like recommended products, and we just push it above the fold, so it'd be above the product.
Okay.
Stock. And by doing that, we saw a 10% lift in conversion rate from these out of stock pages. And we also saw some improvement in bounce rate as well. That's all we're doing. You know, I would love to 404 some of these super old out of stock products, assuming that they don't have any like link equity, you know?
Yeah.
So
why not? It's another test, right? Let's see what happens.
Another test for sure. So.
All right. I mean, plus it is only just you and one other person. What was the other person's role that he does? Yeah,
so she's like a SEO analyst. You know, we hired her from the Philippines. You know, but she's bright as fuck. You know, and super happy for like what she's doing. You know.
Oh no, Filipinos are all smart, right? That's the thing. They're all like the very smart VAs that I got going on over there, and really cost effective. I love giving when you give them a bonus, they love it, and you know it's something small, but it's like, all right. So we got here from Micah. His question just left.
Oh yeah, we haven't checked yet, Mika. That's a really good question. But I would say there's a good chunk of pages that are going to out of stock.
There's a good amount. That's interesting.
The question though is like, is it temporarily out of stock versus like, if they've been out of stock for like 6 months or more? I'd be curious to see that data too. I know we ran that analysis a while back, but I should run it back again.
Nice. That'd be an interesting case study also. I mean, that's something you should definitely share out. I mean, are you posting any, like some of your cases? I mean, some of your studies out? I know you share something within the group.
I might be sharing already too much, but given that we're a publicly traded company, it's pretty hard.
Oh yeah, you can't really share. Yeah, you can't really share too much, right? Because I mean, you'll have your competitors kind of like looking at it and just doing the same thing. All right, yeah, makes a lot of sense. I mean, especially like there's like companies I work for as well where I can't even kind of mention them just as just I don't want to like represent the company in a certain way. So, all right, okay, let's go into like AI. I mean, this is huge. I'm curious, like how you are Revolve is using AI. AI is becoming a big part of SEO. How is Revolve currently using experimenting with AI?
There was an article that Chris Long posted a couple months ago. It was like a recent update with Screaming Frog, where you can you can have a open AI in there and then select all your category pages, and you can prompt it properly, and it can create content for you. So with the Verbolio pages, I'm actually testing this out where I'm creating content using AI. 500 of those pages, and I want to see if there's actually a lift in terms of traffic. This was an argument in the past where does actually adding content in the category pages, is it going to move the needle? Yeah, you're probably going to go for these long tail keywords, because you add all this text. But at the same time, I want to make sure, are we matching the intent, right? Because these category pages, it's all about just transactional, right? So I know I've seen some competitors and I've seen some sites where the content is super long, which is why they put it below the fold. They put it underneath. Yeah. But I'm doing a small sample set, and I noticed with AI, we're not using writers. We're just using AI. We're having AI analyze the heading tags, the products from that category page, with some other things in the prompt. And so, we're 49 days into this test, and we see a small lift in traffic, about 4% compared to the control group. But hey, if it's AI, it takes no time. I could just mass scale it if I want to. But that's what I'm using AI for at this moment.
Love it. Okay, and guys, if you have any questions, ask them in live chat as we come down to my last couple questions here. So, if you're starting SEO for a brand new e-commerce website, what are the first 3 things that you would actually focus on?
I hate this term. A lot of people say it depends, right? But let's say it's a brand new site, and there's a large amount of budget, specifically for SEO.
Okay.
I would go heavily on links.
Okay.
I would really focus on branding. I would really focus on, watching the progression of your search volume for your brand going up. The impressions and everything going up. That's one. So I would work heavily with the PR team as much as possible. And then site architecture is 1, 2. That's another thing as well. Assuming that everything is set in place. I don't want to assume, but let's say heading tags, title tags, the whole 9 yards. Let's say they're all good to go. I would probably look into, look into the product feed, make sure that that's good to go. Make sure the attributes are good to go. And just I think there's opportunity there in terms of if you look into the SERPs today specifically for e-commerce, there's a free organic listings. So you want to get some traffic there, and I think structured data would help out with that a lot. So that's the route I would go for, heavily on the links.
Nice. All right. So if there's is there any one SEO trend that you think e-commerce brands should be paying attention to right now in 2025? What is that?
I would say I think user generated content.
It's
going to be big.
Yeah.
We're already seeing an increase in traffic from that. I think people are typing in an ambassador name from Revolve and their top picks for the summer, for spring.
Okay.
And this is just my speculation. I don't know if it's just been diluted now, but I think a lot of people, maybe they're opening up and they're seeing whether or not they want to trust someone that's a sponsored review or whatever it is, or a big heavy influencer, versus seeing someone that's more just a regular customer, if you will, maybe. And they want to see what they have to say about it. I don't know about you, but lately I've been going on Reddit a lot. I'll type in a query, review, Reddit. I want to see what others are saying about it.
Yeah.
I think there's a trust component to that. People want to see what others are saying. So I think user generated content will be a big thing. And I also noticed with AI chatbots, whether it's ChatGPT or whatever it might be, I noticed the other day when I would type in, or when I would give a specific prompt, what are some recommended dresses from Revolve, it would give me a bunch of results from a user generated page. So something for us to pay attention. So yeah.
Got it. Love it. Okay. So I didn't see any questions come on here. So the last question I ask all my SEO professionals that come on here is, if someone wants to get into the SEO game or become an SEO professional themselves, what would that advice be to them?
Dang, that's tough, because everyone has their own little path. For me, I kind of just got desperate. I think networking is a big thing. Like if it's something that you're really interested in, try to meet the right people. There's a bunch of resources online nowadays, especially with AI. You literally probably learn the basics of SEO just going through ChatGPT and asking all kinds of questions, But I highly recommend just networking with a bunch of people, joining Slack groups, and ask a lot of questions. Doesn't matter if it's a dumb question, just ask a ton of fucking questions.
Love it. And for this episode to feel complete for you, any last words for the audience, and how can people get a hold of you?
Happy Friday, everyone. If you want to reach out, just, catch me on LinkedIn, and, thanks a lot.
Love it. Everyone's give a round of applause. All right, Paul, can you hold on for 1 quick second while I sign off? Hold on for 1 quick second. All right, guys, that concludes another episode of the SEO Video Show. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And don't forget to visit our sponsors, magicpr.com, and go to if you want more YouTube views and do some YouTube research, go to seo.video/views. And just 1 of 10 is a great tool, so go to seo.video/views for your YouTube research tool. Okay, till next time, I'll see you guys next week. Peace out. Okay.
Thank you for watching. Hope you come back next week. Make sure to subscribe. You don't want to miss a thing. Hope you learn something new, because the vibe is incredible. From the special SEO professionals, SEO video show. Let's work. Want to see you be an SEO expert. Paul Andre DeVera helping you step it up. No delay right now. Time to level up. Hey, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe. Woo!